Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today here with another cryptocurrency video. The market is continuing its sell-off since yesterday, and we're definitely taking a pretty big hit here. We're quickly approaching some pretty important support levels, and those are the levels that we really don't want to see the prices start to move below. I'll mention all of them during the technical analysis side of things in just a second. But first off, I did want to mention some pretty big news, which is actually quite bullish, and unfortunately the markets aren't reflecting that. But down the line, this is definitely a big deal. Coinbase is rebranding its crypto exchange, specifically their GDAX is going to be changed to Coinbase Pro. And on top of that, they have now acquired a cryptocurrency trading platform called Paradex, which will supposedly be kind of integrated into Coinbase Pro. And Paradex is actually powered by the Xerox protocol, so we could see further decentralization down the line. It already has multiple tokens trading on the platform, as you can see here. So this is a big deal, right? Because this is kind of the first step in the right direction towards multiple altcoins being traded on Coinbase. And while it's still unclear right now if we'll be able to trade those tokens right away or not, or if we'll just be able to hold them in wallets, Paradox does have those altcoins available, and down the line it can become just something like Binance more or less. So that's huge for the general cryptocurrency market and for altcoins. Now there's still some information that's unclear about how this will work, but for the time being it's only going to be available to customers outside the US for regulatory purposes, obviously. And just to go back to the general market here, a lot of cryptocurrencies down around 10%, except Xerox, of course, which is actually doing pretty well here, up 13%. After the Coinbase news, let's jump right into the technical analysis side of things, starting off with Bitcoin. And what I want to mention is, since this is the first day that we're starting to move below some important support levels, we could always see a pretty swift bounce that puts us right back above those support levels. And if that happens, for example, in the case of Bitcoin, if we get back above our uptrend line here within the next day or so, then we'll have pretty much avoided a bigger drop. But for now, it doesn't look like it's going to stop, and we'll see, within the day if it's confirmed if we're going to start falling lower. But if we do, we'll most likely come back down towards, $7,000 at best, or even $6,500. And $6,500 is truly, the level that we can't really afford to drop below, because that would be extremely bearish. Let's go ahead, take a look at Ethereum next, see what's happening. So Ethereum is coming right back down towards $500. Like I said, if within the next day we're able to get back above $600, then we'll have likely avoided that. But for now, we're definitely moving towards $500, and that's definitely the level that we don't want to start moving below. Right now, we're kind of in free fall mode, so hopefully if we do end up going towards $500 and testing that level, we get a bounce there. That's what we need to see. Let's take a look at Litecoin next, see what's happening. So Litecoin is currently falling right back down towards $120. We do have some support in this area. Anywhere from $120 to $110 is where we have some support. A drop below that would push us down to $100 and to our longer term support level. And if we were to drop below that, that's when it turns extremely bearish. But for now, we're still okay. Definitely a bit of a hit here though, not going to lie. Going over to Nano, we can see that we ended up dropping below 60,000 Satoshis, and that's kind of a new low here in the short term. So we're probably going to be moving lower. I think that we're going to be testing that 50,000 Satoshi level. And if we drop below that, it's not going to be pretty. So we need to make sure that we remain at least above 50,000 Satoshis. Now we're going to go over to our next crypto, which is going to be Ripple, and see what's happening. Let's take a look at what's going on the Bittrex charts. Ripple is currently falling pretty quickly towards 50 cents. We do have some support at around 55 cents, but we'll know, within the next few days if we're going to start tanking lower. Could definitely pretty easily reach 50 cents at this point, and we don't want to start moving below that, because that's going to push us much lower, closer to 30 cents, and that would be pretty much a disaster, at least in the short term. That would kind of create quite a bit of technical damage and would weaken the entire marketplace. Definitely going to be a bearish sign there if that happens. Let's take a look at our next crypto, which is going to be NEO. See what's going on. So NEO is currently falling towards $43. That was our previous big support level. We definitely don't want to drop below that. We do have a bounce opportunity here at $50, but we definitely want to avoid dropping, towards that $43 mark, as that will be kind of the last straw before a very bearish turn in the marketplace. Let's take a look at our next crypto, which is going to be Stellar Lumens now. And Stellar Lumens is currently moving down towards 3,500 Satoshis. Going to go over to the Binance chart here where I have all my previous lines drawn out. And as you can see, actually holding up pretty well here compared to a lot of other cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to say that we still have a very good chance of remaining above 3,500 Satoshis. And as long as we do that, we're still fine. We're actually better than most cryptos out there. Even have quite a bit of buying volume right now. Indicators holding up very well compared to others out there. Let's take a look at our next crypto, which is going to be, let's see, next cryptocurrency is Vertcoin. And let's see what's going on. So Vertcoin right now, big red candlesticks heading straight back down towards $1.54. I do think we're going to at least test that level, and that will be our critical support level. Let's go over to Lisk and see what's happening. We ended up moving below $10 on Lisk yesterday, and we're now moving lower, down to that $9 mark. Probably going to go down even towards $8, and at the worst, if we're going to go back down to $6, we can't afford to drop below $6.24. That's our critical support level there for Lisk. Let's take a look at, I think we have a fair chance of remaining above $8, but if the whole market starts falling lower, then we most likely will test that $6.24 support level, which we don't want to start moving below. Now let's go over our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Cardano, see what's going on. And Cardano is falling towards 2,500 Satoshis. Very likely that we're going to test this level at this point, and not the best sign. We are probably going to turn pretty bearish on the RSI, go below that 30 line. Of course, we want to try avoiding to drop below 2,500 because after that, we're pretty much back to where we were previously, and we'll have removed any type of progress that we made over the past few weeks. Let's take a look at our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update, which is IOTA. Now, IOTA is resting right on top of that $1.47 support level. Really would like to see a bounce here. However, if we see 1 or 2 more days that are weak in the crypto markets, we're probably going to move down to $1.10. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.